Where is it? There it is. All right. With all three, you know what that means.
It's tabletop time!
I'm Jazza.
And I'm Dave.
We've been working out of the studio for a while now, but as you can tell, by putting content first and our space sort of on pause, it's slowly descended into more and more madness. So the goal now is to create the space that we're going to be working with in future to flourish. Another thing we haven't shown you guys is this, the reboot poster. We got a big one printed. I think this is probably a good opportunity to give a final plug. We're hand signing A3 reboot posters, all four of us. We're signing those this week. But this video will be one of those more satisfying watching the spaces come together videos.
It's funny, it actually says TTT.
Actually, the correct capital is it?
Yeah.
But anyway. Oh my God, I'm so excited now. Okay. We've filled up this cabinet pretty quick, and we have another cabinet that is very hard to get into because to get into it, doors at the very back in a very awkward place. So we pretty much need to fill it up as much as possible because the next time we're going to touch it will be as far away as possible. So we're going to make it look as cool as it can so it doesn't look like an empty cabinet in all our videos. Still got a bit of cleaning up to do and a lot of planning to do. I don't even want to think about that area yet. Oh, we should hang up that poster.
Oh, it's the right height for sure.
Yeah, then the next one will be somewhere like there. Are you ready? Oh!
Look at that.
Oh my God, that looks so good. Now I just need to fix this. Look at this though, look at it all coming together. Oh my God. So Jeremy is building the roleplay box V2. Now the room is nice and empty because Damien here is helping us out by hanging rails. Damien did these up in here. So this is Studio 2 and this is what we hang these things. And these go up and down. You hang lights, you can hang mics, all sorts. And I've been very frustrated at the lack of flexibility in the tabletop roleplay room. And today is a day to fix that. So the rails are going to help us by being able to hang lights in the perfect position for the chroma keys. Meanwhile, I'm going to reconstruct this entire camera rig. This was constructed with a lot of love and care and effort. Now that we have a studio that it doesn't need to move around in or be portable in, it isn't up to scratch. I want it to perform much better and be a lot cleaner and more perfect. This is the sort of thing that I literally stay up late thinking about. This is my sketchbook. And in here are my plans for, secret projects. Oh, more secret projects. World domination. This is the beginnings of my figuring out how to divide the power and USB and all the tethers to all the parts so I could then design how to, as neatly as possible, clean up and separate but have as much functionality as possible for my camera setup. The 2.0 setup will feature a separate audio station that can be removed from the video system, which will all be completely suspended. Power, cables, so that we can have as empty a table as possible. There you go. It's not as pretty when you can see all the guts. But in the meantime, check out a bit of the work being done in here. We've got new rails. We're also putting up acoustic foam. This stuff is colored so it looks pretty in the room. So we've got these sort of felt acoustic panel things. This room will sound even prettier in roleplay videos and in tabletop mini videos. Oh my God, this is a day of much happening and finally getting to some of this stuff to really fine tune all of our videos. So I finally got to sink my teeth into perfecting the roleplay setup. Now, a few times I've referred to it as the 2.0 tabletop roleplay setup, but technically it's the 3.0 because aside from this and the previous one, many of you know Tabletop Time came back after a 4-year hiatus, and before that hiatus there was the prototype filming setup which we actually ran off of for years, which involved 4 C920 webcams and a top-down document camera for dice. In actual fact, it's the same premise as the rig I'm trying to perfect now. 4 face cams placed in the center of an organic gaming table so that the players can feel like we're interacting organically with each other, but also the viewers of our content can feel like we're we're interacting organically with them. I've always wanted to get the cameras as close to people's eye line as possible. There's always been intrusions to that, especially because of, you know, the cumbersome nature of some of the tech and the limited nature of our budget and rigs. And this is why I'm so excited about it, because after all this time, my dream roleplay rig. Why is it my dream roleplay rig? Because I feel so immersed in the story experience of playing role-playing games, but as a content creator, I'm incredibly passionate about conveying that experience as richly and enjoyably as possible to viewers. And I haven't stopped thinking about perfecting this rig ever since we bought Tabletop Time back. I just got the best news. We're on schedule. I was so anxious because I thought, I am not going to finish this today. I'm just not going to finish this today. And my next 4 weeks is so chockers. And I was just talking to Rob, when can I fit it in? What have I got? What have I got on Tuesday? I've got this on Tuesday. I've booked it. I'm so happy. I'm really happy because actually that means I'm ahead. There you go. Hey!
Look at that.
We got power. We got weight bearing. Love that. I'm so happy. They're all lit up with power. I've actually broken the back of the whole camera setup. I can spend half a day getting the perfect audio. I'm so happy, Rob. It's gonna be so good. And you know what? It's Friday right now. This is the best start to a weekend I've ever had. Let's go have a weekend. Look what Damien built us. It's a sled. Whee! So that's the TV stand. That's great. So we can just decide where that goes. Oh, yeah. I love that. I know this looks ridiculous, but it's for some very cool purposes. Let me show you. Okay, the idea of this actually came from Gareth when Dave and Gareth were getting final footage for Dave's Stormcast Eternals army painting. They did this lightning background by using the TV that we have in the production room, playing a lightning video behind it and did cool lighting. And it was so cool to have a TV dedicated to having backdrops that we could swap, because in the past, we've been using this turnarounds box and using some of these printed backdrops for reveal shots. And they look really cool to have like a mini with like, you know, the whole world behind them. But getting one of these printed and then if it's wrong, making any changes is silly. This is it. This is the moment of trial. Yes. See if this is a stupid idea or the best idea we've ever had. If we get it at the right height, how's that look? Get it nice and close. Whoa! So we're gonna light it properly. You gotta admit, like that's so cool. That's so cool. The other huge reason I'm super excited about this is battle reports. I can't help myself. I just can't, I have to see it. It'll look even more impressive with the fact that we're going to be building larger game boards in future. So battle report, and then all of a sudden time for some cinematic shots.
That's exceedingly cool.
Battle reports with freaking animated backdrops. Explosions and stuff, guys. Let's grab some figures, let's grab some minis, let's do it.
Look how good they fit.
They look so good. Cinematic time, baby. Boom.
Alright lads, we're two next. You're either attack hills for a ford, poison the watermill, or burn them wheat fields. Whichever one it is, we
This has been your behind the scenes. I had to rough that together to show you because I'm so excited, and I thought it would be the best or dumbest thing we've ever thought of, and I'm pretty sure it's the best. Guys, battle reports with animated backgrounds for cinematic shots, and not just for like an opener, but for the whole battle report. We can cut into the action. We just threw that example together. All right, I'm getting carried away. That is a very exciting progression, but I have more progress to show you with a roleplay setup. We're almost there. So my dream setup, which I'm finally getting to wrap up now, involves actual cameras, not webcams, running through a port which turns all 4 cameras into one camera feed. This runs through a chroma keying setup in the Blackmagic switcher, then goes into the stream software, meaning that the computer is doing pretty much no processing, which means we get silky smooth video. I could go into so much detail because I think so in depth about this. If you actually want like a really in-depth tour of the tech setup, let me know in the comments comments down below, but just know what you're signing up for, because if I do that, it will be intense. And it's also not a realistic aspiration for a lot of people who want to do their own streams, because the setup is bonkers, but it's bonkers for you. Progress! Big progress. The camera rig structurally is done, and it's actually kind of amazing already. Done. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Oh my god, I can see your face.
Really exciting.
That setup.
Isn't it sick?
That's so good.
Isn't it so good? Every camera is at the same level now. All of that is connected to this one. And when we want to play something else,
You just unplug it and lift it up.
let's set up the audio on the table and the green screens. My God,
Oh my god.
it's all gonna happen. Okay, not done yet, but we're pretty damn close. How much neater is it? How much smaller is it? Because everything is up here now, tethered by one little cable. This can be taken away, just taken off. Clear table. How good is that? We have the dice tray, which now is movable with the camera. So look at that, perfect shot, which will stay perfect so that in all of our roleplay sessions, look at that, you can see. We don't have to recalibrate it every time. Then we have audio and green screen to do, but that's the only thing remaining.
What are these?
Oh, these just a little detail I forgot to mention. Everybody at the table has a voice modulator.
For the Emperor. Brothers, though we may die this day, we will live on as heroes of the Imperium. I don't know why. Can't get enough.
Oh, that's you! Holy shit! I thought it was Rob!
All in the Imperium, please step up to the music floor of the spaceship.
Oh, don't let you think because we're Space Marines that we can't have a little fun. We're children.
So, it's the weekend. I've come in because next Tuesday, a couple of days from now, is our first stream back after a bit of irregularity. I really want things to get back on track, but I'm not done yet. And I'm really fussy with the green screen stuff and the audio stuff, and everything is ready and set up to fine tune. So I'm just coming in to fine tune.
We're live. Okay,
What?
I'm using this in the video because, first of all, this is what it looks like when we're streaming behind the scenes. But for the first time ever, and we're revealing this live on Twitch, and make sure to follow us on Twitch to join future role plays. We're going to reveal to the stream and to you guys watching this on the channel the frame, the new role play frame, and the higher production value for role playing sessions moving forward. Welcome to Ironspire.
Whoa!
Yay!
That is f***ing snazzy. And we got character art down
We've
there.
got character art. All three of you have commissioned character art. Where are you guys? It's Ironspire.
wow.
Look over in the distance. That's Ironspire. I'll have a full screen thing you can check out.
That is so cool. And look how
Very
amazing
cool.
our art is. Holy moly.
So Alicia Lowry has been doing the art for the characters and the landscape you can see. I'm very excited for how this is coming together, and I'm so excited to put a lot into this to make it really feel as fun for all of you playing as possible, and the coolest story that we can immerse people into together as possible. I can't help but still want to fine tune things, but to be honest, I'm so freaking happy with this. Like, we've got a dice cam that isn't out of frame. We can see each other so clearly. I'm very happy.
So finally, after all that time and all that work, this is the studio. It's not 100% done, because if there's anything I've learned after running multiple studios, nothing is ever 100% done. This will evolve and optimize over time. But this is certainly the first time it has been laid as a really clean and beautiful, solid foundation for us to run this channel onto moving forwards. With space for multiple people to work on epic and exciting miniature and terrain projects, dioramas and streams and mini reviews, to the roleplay area where we will tell stories that we will never forget, and can't wait to bring you along to the journeys with us and bring you in on them in a way that is completely unique, that no channel or stream has ever done, fully immersing you into the visuals, the sound and the sights and the beauty and the drama and the hilarity and the emotions of every single tale that we're going to tell on this channel.
My heart feels so full right now because I can't believe that we're here. I really care about this channel. I planned on doing big things here. In the course of only 8 months, we have produced and uploaded over 100 videos on this channel. And thanks to your support, everyone is paid fairly for their time. And here we are. I can put 100% of everything it earns in profits back into it. And you can see in this video how I'm doing that. We have a track record now of making amazing things and showing you what we can do when we're running on a budget and we're rushing. Just you freaking wait, guys. Just you wait. So I do have a favor to ask. The only reason I want to ask you to consider backing us on Patreon or getting a piece of merch or getting one of those limited edition reboot signed posters that we're running out of stock of is because every single penny that you guys contribute to this channel allows me to put more back into it to give to you. And not only do we have huge plans for incredible content, but we want to start producing games and miniatures and huge ambitious projects that take time and budgets and staff. For those of you who don't know, the horizontal scroll, that is our roleplay Patreon. People who back our roleplay videos and get access to the NPC raffles and the voting on the one-shots that we run. Our private Discord rooms where we chat about our characters and storytelling, private Q&As and all that stuff. We're also going to start privately streaming on Discord after every campaign roleplay session with our roleplay Patreon members. And of course our big block, the Mini Club. People who back our miniature content, our table building, and of course our soon-to-be epic cinematic battle reports. We have scratched the surface of what we want to do there, and it is by far the most expensive thing to produce on the channel, but also I believe one of the most satisfying things to see play out, and we have such huge plans there. They get access to vote on the tables we build and access to a private monthly mini review where we review your projects and share our own private projects. We've already had some pretty spicy personal project reveals over there. We're committed to doing weekly Patreon posts to both Patreons, and we are this close to bringing in even more people to make amazing content for you guys. This has been a bit wordy to wrap up this video in a video that's shown you a lot behind the scenes, but I really do want to take that moment to thank you, but also explain the huge things that are coming. Maybe I need to end with something poignant. It's time for a roleplay revolution. It's time for miniature madness, but most of all, it's tabletop time. Oh, that was pretty epic. It's not awkward at all.